This is a video of a tour I took of Marseilles, Illinois on Sunday, April 21st, 2013. Uh, After the Illinois River flooded this neighborhood, there's a short levee um, on the river side of this neighborhood. The water came over the levee. You can see the water level was at or above the top of the fence here. It pushed the fence over, left a lot of debris. So you can imagine where it was inside that house. A couple feet of water probably on the first floor. If you look as we go around the corner here in the grass, you'll see that there is some not only debris but gravel, and that's an indication of how fast the water was going. You can see it undercut that sidewalk over there, and as we go around the corner you'll see that it picked up little pieces of pavement and moved them, but it also created a small gravel bar in this person's yard. So you can see it pushed down those sticks. Some pretty large chunks of rock were moved, which indicates a fairly high velocity. That car appears to have been moved by the water, and you can see all the gravel in this person's front yard. I believe that pile of gravel was pushed up off the street post-flood. See the gravel bar extending in the yard. The little brick wall these people had was pushed over. And you can see a little bit more gravel on the downside of the driveway there. This is the other side of the street. You can see some excavation there next to some scour next to that sidewalk. More sediment in through these houses. You can see the levee just a little bit, and then here that little levee is in between those buildings by that tree. It's very short. But when the water came through here, you can see it created a scour hole. It scoured out the dirt underneath that sidewalk. And as we go around the corner, those houses all had water in them. And you can see a water line on some of these buildings. You can see it's about halfway up the first floor in that building. Pushed out some windows in that person's house. And as you look down the street here, you're looking at the Marseilles grade school. The lower level of the school, which is down at the end of the street, was completely flooded, and we'll take a little look inside a little later on in the video. You can see debris all the way up in the top of those people's hedges. And then some of the damage to these buildings here along the side of the street. Dirt on top of that trampoline. This is a building next to the school. You can see the water going in through the side, knocked out their foundation, about 3/4 of it on that side of the house. And then as we pan around, you'll see the pan goes toward the river. That's the river in the background. Very low levee, it's only a couple feet high, but enough to typically keep the water out, but the water was just too high this time. You can see some gravel that had been moved there by the water. The next part of the video is inside the school. This is the kindergarten, and you can see the children's tennis shoes there on the floor. The floor should not be black and shiny, it should be white. That black is a very thin layer of mud. It was present in all the classrooms at this level. The carpet, very squishy, covered with that thin layer of mud. Had a strong odor of the river. And then you can see the footprints left by all the people in front of me. But again, you can see how somebody scraped away a little of the mud in there. And this is toward their band room. And you can see our footprints in the mud. And you can see the high water mark there on the wall. And so that also flooded that radiator. And that's it for the video of Marseilles.
Yeah, you're right.